You know, new Plarail, at least to me, is a bit of a mixed bag. I wouldn't say I hate it by any means, and it's definitely still better than Trackmaster Revolution, but let's be honest, some of these new releases are just bad, to say the least. That said, I'd definitely argue it's not everything, and today I have something that, personally, I've never seen before in Plarail or ever owned before. Here we have the 5-car, I think it's 5, yeah, 5-car pack that features Thomas, Nia, Ace, who we'll get to him later, and 3 different trucks. Now, this isn't a very new release. I'm pretty sure this came out in 2019, if I'm not mistaken. So it's not one of the super new 2022 Plarail things or anything like that, but it's definitely the newer version of anything that I own so far. I've also never seen the Plarail Nia in person, so this is gonna be something. The trucks, I believe, are also special too. From the box, or what it has on the box, it looks like these ones move, and again, this one carries 8. I'm gonna show you guys how to upgrade this pack very easily once we do open it. But before we do, there's a lot to say about this box. You can say anything you want about Plarail, but you can never knock the packaging they do for basically everything, especially their Thomas and Friends lines. I think my favorite part is where the engines are held, because if you look closely, there's little tracks. It's, I'm pretty sure it's the America in Wubba, but I'm not sure. I haven't really watched Wubba, so forgive me if I'm mistaken there. There's also a little diagram or diorama piece that comes with this set that'll sit in that background, and I don't think it's directly what's here. Yeah, here we have the train bridge and a bunch of stuff. This looks like it's just a bunch of animals and a desert, I think, but we shall see when we open this thing up. Now, the sides of the box are just as cool. Here we have a little cinematic piece that shows Thomas and Nia with their trucks. We have another thing showing Thomas. We have Nia. And, oh, I forgot. This thing comes with a snowplow. That's the reason I got this set over the singular Nia release, because I don't have any Trackmaster or Plarail engines with a snowplow at this moment, so that will be very helpful. And of course, this bastard, fake Lightning McQueen. That's just my sleep paralysis demon. At least the 8 circle of hell. I hate this guy, all right? I don't like Ace in any way, shape, or form, and I'm gonna keep expressing that, and I'm not sure if this is just a plastic Ace or if this is maybe a die-cast Ace or the Takara Tomy die-cast, if it's in this line. I don't think it is, just because this one's pictured here. I thought it was in this line, but maybe I'm wrong and it's die-cast and not a little shitty plastic car that could have been Elizabeth or Birdie, which I know doesn't tie into Bubba, but would have been better. I'm not going to go on this rant right now. All right, here's the back of the box. What's cool about the back is we have another diagram. This one showing, again, Thomas, Nia, her snowplow, 3 trucks, the loads that go in this truck, and I guess this is the yeah, here are the little pieces that'll hold the diorama up on either end. And we also have some dioramas showing how to open up Thomas, if you're not familiar, to hold the middle wheel, pull it down, and then pull the body off. I guess it's the same thing with Nia here. Little things on how to couple the trains up to the cars, and how to apply the snowplow, and how to apply... Yeah, some of these shouldn't have to be here, but I guess if you're a kid, there you go. Here we have the different warnings, which I wasn't going to read anyway, but I especially can't read these ones. And before I forget, here is... Can I even get it on camera? The sides of the box... Yeah, I'm just going to have to take a picture and show you guys separately, but the sides of the box are cool too. They have a diagram of Nia, Thomas, the trucks, and Ace again, and of the diorama. Yeah, can you tell I'm excited yet? This just looks phenomenal, and I'm going to do my best when opening it to not damage anything. I want to try to keep this intact if I can. But enough of the talking about the box. Let's just go ahead and see if these two live up to this hype, because I have never seen Nia, so here I go. I'm talking again. I'm ranting. All right, flip this over, and here we have the... Oh, it looks like everything's taped in. Let me get that really quick, and there we go. All right, it looks like this is the diorama piece. I guess since it was the first thing, we'll go ahead and take a look at this. It is cardboard. I don't know what I thought it was going to be on like plastic or something. I don't know what I was expecting, but we have little gophers, I think, cactuses, little eagles, coyotes. Yeah, it's just a desert. It's cool, though. It definitely matches, I guess, at least the vibe of the box. Like, I don't know if this fits into an episode. I didn't care to watch Bwubba, and I don't think I'm ever going to care to watch Bwubba. So let me know in the comments if this makes any sense at all. But let's go ahead and get into what we really care about, shall we? The engines and rolling stock. All right, let's go ahead and get Nia 2, just for simplicity's sake, just so I don't have to worry about it later. I'm messing up this box way more than I wanted to, but it's okay, because if I ever put them back into it, they will hopefully hide it. Oh, this is scary. Okay. That's enough of that. Let's take a look at this Thomas. Okay, this is... Oh, come on. Got rid of those real quick, and this is... Alright, this is a lot better than I expected. I've been waiting to say this, but I thought this Thomas was going to have sticker detailing, at least on the sides. He does on the windows and a sticker lamp here on the back, and I'm very happy he doesn't. That's just a pet peeve of mine, but just knowing how I was when I was a kid and how I played with these, they would get messed up pretty constantly. So to see they didn't do that with this model is relieving. We also see Thomas has a CGI face with some little red blush, and I have to say it's pretty adorable. This is a model that I'm pretty fond of so far. Like, I can't say I have too many things to knock about it. I really like I think this is a newer style of running board. I almost want to say this is a darker gray than it used to be. But unfortunately, it seems they got a little bit of red paint on my dome there. So I'm going to have to figure out how to get that off. Great. But that aside, this Thomas is... I really like this. This is a lot better than I thought it was going to be. Of course, I do have the normal gripes I have with literally every Plarail, like, why didn't they paint the chassis block? I think that's about it, honestly. So thankfully, that should be a pretty easy fix. That aside, he's a bit dusty, but nothing too bad. It's a pretty solid Thomas. I'm not sure if this is unique to this set. Like, I don't know if there's many other rosy-cheeked Thomases out there, but if you're looking to get Nia, I recommend at least getting this set, because if you need a new Thomas, you get that, you get 3 cars, and something to destroy if you're so in the mood. And here's a closer look at him before we switch over to Nia. And speaking of her, let's just go ahead and do it, because I'm not gonna lie, I'm pretty hyped. There we go. All right, let's go ahead and pop these pieces right on out of her. Get those out, and ladies and gentlemen, here is the Plarail Nia. And okay, this is different. I have to say I'm a little let down, just a little bit, at the fact that this here is a sticker. I'm not gonna go through the tirade again of why that stinks. Just if you're a kid playing with this, my bad, be careful, because you just might end up messing up a toy you really like. And besides that, this model is very well detailed. I like the tanks here on the side. It seems to have the overall proportions of Nia pretty much all there. Here's a look at the face, and a nice little gold lamp there at the top. Orange pistons here. This is... Excuse my lack of things to say. I'm kind of trying to debate if this is better than the Trackmaster model. I know that in itself is a bit of a loaded debate that happens sometimes, but even with these stickers, I think I'm going to give it to the Plarail Nia. I think I have to. The Trackmaster face is probably a little bit better. You don't have to worry about the detail as much. It's printed on, so it's, you know, there's that, and I can't knock that, especially with how much I've talked about it. But you see that? You see the ability to just push her around and not have a battery in her? Does Trackmaster Revolution have any engine that can do that? I don't think it does. So if we're just going off that alone, she wins. Plus, overall, I feel like they got everything right. Like I said, the proportions are there, the face is nice, the color schemes are... I just noticed that the sticker's a little bit of a different orange than her body, so I guess if you wanted to count that, that's a little off, but that aside, even as somebody who dislikes the stickers this much, it's not that bad. I think I'm going to give it to the Plarail Nia. I also don't have a Trackmaster to put her up beside anyway, so I might be a little biased. And here are these two together. The good thing about Nia, I guess, so far is she hasn't been messed up from the factory or anything. Still need to find a way to get this off of Thomas. I don't think it's just gonna scratch off like I was hoping, but who knows? We'll give it a shot. And now that we've gone through these two, let's go ahead and take a look at these little add-ons, shall we? The trucks and the cursed car. All right, so here we have a look at the, I think, yeah, there's the Snowplow. These are the little pieces that hold up the diorama, and this should be the load for the plank truck. And speaking of the plank truck, here we have a look at this guy. So these style of troublesome trucks have the CGI faces, and I think you already know what I'm gonna say here. I prefer the original, actual troublesome looking Tomy faces, but this is fine. It's definitely printed a lot darker than the last ones were, and I want to say in maybe a higher def, I guess, if that matters at all. It seems a bit more shaded, but that aside, the reddish brown they chose for it it's a nice color. I do like this. What I really was excited for was this salt van, however, which has, look at this goofy motherfucker. He wasn't even on camera. Look at this goofy motherfucker. You weren't expecting this, were you? Look at his nose. Luigi the Wagon. It's something. I mean, like I said, I don't hate it. It's just, I really like salt vans, and I really like troublesome trucks. So I cannot say I dislike this, and I don't by any means, but I just kind of wish I had a salt van that didn't make me laugh immediately every time I saw it. He's not troublesome at all. He's distracting because the engines can't help but just geek every time they look at his Mario brother ass nose. Oh, I'm also forgetting, do these move like how they, oh my god, that is adorable. I don't know if it's showing up on screen, but they don't rattle like I thought they did. They go up and down. Or at least the salt van does. Let's see if the truck does too. Oh my gosh, they both do. They dance. They're little dancing trucks. I'm going to put a video that shows this better on screen for this part, but that is so cool. All right, yeah, I have to highly recommend this pack after that. I didn't know I needed dancing troublesome trucks until I owned them. I guess this makes up for your goofy faces. Let's just go ahead and open up their little packs to put the little cargo in there and set up the diorama. All right, here are the little pieces that fit into the truck. I'm not exactly sure what they are. Like, they don't look like hay bales, or maybe they're just packages. They could just be boxes stacked up on top of each other. Who cares? He dances. And he has a load, so 2 wins for me. Let's get these out of here. Here's a closer look at Nia's Snowplow. Now, this one's a little bit odd to me. I'm not sure why they just decided to paint it white when it's very, very easy. And we've seen this done by Trackmaster to literally just have painted it black, or maybe even orange if you wanted to be lazy, because the one on the show, if you can see here, was black. But if you really wanted to make it Nia's, just paint it orange and then dust over the white. Just dust it with a little bit of white, and it looks like she's actually clearing snow. I might have to do this just to save Plarail again. I'm very tempted to make a second video, like painting the chassis block on Thomas and Nia, and I guess maybe fixing the Snowplow. Comment down below if you'd be interested in seeing that. And this just fits right on the front of Nia like so. It's kind of a, there we go, it's a snap fit directly on the front of Nia, and now she is ready to clear the tracks of snow. Even though this looks kind of nothing like the one they have on the box, it's still cool to see they cared enough to give Nia a snowplow in general. I know in Trackmaster it was a little more common, but in Plarail, to my knowledge, that's a little harder to come by. So to see they gave Nia, of all characters, her own is pretty cool. Like I said, this probably ties into Bubba in some way, but I wouldn't know and don't care to. It just looks cool. And let's see, I wonder if this snaps onto Thomas. Probably not. Oh, wow. Ladies and gentlemen, once it's on there, it's on there. Jesus Christ, I'm scared I'm gonna break it, but I'm gonna... Does this fit onto Thomas? It does. Oh my gosh. So it's an interchangeable snowplow. It doesn't just have to be on Nia. It can fit on Thomas, and I presume basically every other player. This is okay. Yeah, this just keeps getting better. I really like this set so far. Here we have the... Oh, if I can get it out of the box really quick. Let's see. The flat car, and Huh. Sorry, my ADHD saw a moving part and was like, oh, I gotta mess with that. But this is the car that is supposed to hold it, and I think it's about time we talk about that since, man, there's not much to the flatbed besides what goes on it, I guess, so... ladies and gentlemen, here is... Ace. Here is Ace. Now, what is there to say about Ace? You But besides that, I think you have potential, maybe. Just maybe. I wouldn't promise it. So, jokes aside, surprisingly, this Ace is die-cast. This is not the plastic hunk-a-chunk I thought it was going to be, besides the fact that it is Ace. And he looks pretty cool. He's got the tire on the top. He's got the unique little face there with his Flying Scotsman wannabe-ass eyebrows. Little brake lights on the back. His 43 is done pretty well. And he's a pretty solid little thing. He rolls pretty well. Fits on the flatbed pretty well. But you want to see how to upgrade this set just like that, to be so much better? Watch this. Watch this. Elizabeth. Wow. Wow, ladies and gentlemen, did I just make a 10 out of 10? Yes, I did. Whoa, what, is that another banger? Yeah, it is. Oh, just imagine. Just imagine, we got her, Thomas, a snowplow, a truck with a load. With a load. That dances, a salt van, that dances with a flatbed and Elizabeth. Did I just give you another $1 million idea, Mattel? You're welcome. But no, it's cool. It's just, throw Ace in there. Throw Ace in there. I know he's a part of Blubba, and that makes more sense, but just hold that. Yeah, you did that. You did. Hold that L. Copyrighted. I'm taking this idea. I'm keeping it. I'm really not sure, but I'm thinking this actually is the Takara Tomy or the die-cast Ace. From what I can tell, they're basically the same. Yeah, I think these are the same. Maybe this one has different... This one looks like it has eyes that are going forward, but I don't know if that's a prototype and this is like the final model. I guess comment down below and let me know if I'm tripping out or not. But this is the complete set, ladies and gentlemen. We have Ace and his flat car, and I don't think I've showed him off completely on it yet. Here that is. We have Nia, who I honestly am quite surprised by. I think I forgot to mention she does not have a sticker on the front, so she doesn't have front windows, but neither does my custom Percy. Can't really complain there. We have CGI Thomas with these little rosy red cheeks, and Nia's snowplow, which he just so happened to finesse because Thomas be on that today. A dancing salt van who is just so goofy, but I love him. Just he bounces. He's got this funny face. Just who rendered your lips and why? They should be fired. No, scratch that. Give them a raise. Give them whatever they want. Protect them at all cost. The red-brown troublesome truck with a slightly less cursed CGI face with a, I guess, box load that also dances. And, oh, let's put together that backdrop. We totally forgot to do that. This is where it gets difficult. So you take this, right? And they expect you to just put, what? Twice? They expect you to put twice. You take the flippin' cardboard and you put it in this little slot. Oh my god, that much effort. What is wrong with Plarail, man? They fell off. I should not have to do this. I shouldn't even be having to talk about this. I'm upset, bro. Nah, jokes aside though, this is the diorama. It's cool. It's fun. Eagles, woo! But, yeah, there's that. That definitely isn't the highlight of this pack. If you're buying this, you're either getting it for Nia, CGI-style troublesome trucks, or a new Thomas. Or perhaps all of the above. And I guess, yeah, throw Ace in there too if you really want, but like, I'm trying to forget about him. You should too. And I have to say, I am way more happy with this than I thought I was going to be. I thought I was going to have way more complaints than I actually do. I think the only one that I really have is I wish Nia had a little bit less on the sticker detailing and maybe more on the printed side. And if you're going to give us a diorama like this, maybe make it plastic card instead of cardboard. But I can't complain. But what else is there to say besides that? The trucks dance. Thomas has these adorable little rosy red cheeks. A snowplow. I guess that's Nia's snowplow, but it's Thomas's now, and she ain't getting it back. A flatbed, a doorstop. This is what... No complaints here, especially for the fact that this is roughly 50 bucks. I think that's what I paid after shipping, or maybe a little under. This was not an expensive set, and I got 2 engines, 3 trucks, a diorama that I'll do something with, and a new prop for train crashes. At the very, yeah, that's what I'll call you, a new prop for train crashes. So if we had to rate this thing, we'll say out of 10, I would give it, and not just to be nice, easy 8 out of 10. No, we'll go 9 out of 10. The only thing that's taking away from this set is my indigestion. No, if I'm being serious, again, the stickers are a little off-putting. I don't know whether or not I should knock the face or not. Like, does this take away points? Maybe not, because it's at least funny. You get a Thomas with a snowplow, a Nia that can wear the snowplow, a flatbed, ace, 2 trucks, a diorama, 50 bucks. That's a pretty good deal. And the only thing I have to do on this Thomas to make him perfect is, again, paint the chassis block. So there are, yeah, no complaints from me. This is an easy 9 out of 10. Without the stickers and the little bit of damage I got to Thomas, I guess on the dome there, and maybe on the back, that might just rub off. And this, if you want to even call it that, diorama, this was very well worth it. This is a set I'm very fond of. And enough talking about it. I feel like I've said that maybe like, what, 10 times now? What you want to see are them moving, and so do I. So, ladies and gentlemen, let's get on that, shall we? Add a cool transition here. I don't know who I'm talking. I'm my own editor. Who am I talking to right now?
Either subscribe, donate, or get the fuck out.